Hey guys, so this week has had so many new releases and sneak peeks. At the beginning of the week it was kind of slow, and then let me move over to the side. Little piece, that should be good. Anyway, at the beginning of the week it started off kind of slow, and then toward the end of the week it was just like vroom vroom vroom, and I just thought to myself, raw. So I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on each item, but we're gonna go through everything that I found on the Trend Mood Instagram page. Okay, so first of all, CoverGirl have come out with these palettes. There's all kinds of different ones. There's a peach punch one. There is a very colourful one called Dazed. A very taupey one called Roses. I think they're all called True Naked. Yeah, so I think like the name of the line is called True Naked. They've got a chocolate one as well. And the peach one and the chocolate one have, by the looks of it, like special outer packaging, like the box. I don't know how much these are going to cost. I don't really know anything about CoverGirl too tough, but these look like they're probably going to be affordable just from the packaging. So it'll be interesting to see if any reviews come out about this, because these kind of look like dupes for, say for example, the Peach palette by Too Faced, and that bottom one there, the Sunsets one, it kind of looks like the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia, so on and so forth. So these kind of look like they're probably going to be like affordable dupes for high-end palettes, but that's just my speculation. There is no guarantee. Next, continuing the CoverGirl range, they also have highlighters, blushes and bronzers. So they've got a highlighter palette, part of the Peach Punch line, which is like a highlighter trio. They've got a highlighter single and a blush single, and then part of the Chocoholic line they've got a bronzer. The blush looks really nice. Beauty Bakery have revealed their Milk and Honey palette. It's a highlighter palette, and it has 4 highlighters, and one of them, the one that says Be Sweet, it actually has like a stamp on it, and I like that they've only done it on one of the highlighters, not all 4. It looks very classy. I kind of feel like only one shade would suit me, and that will probably be that shade, the Be Sweet shade. The Oh Honey shade, like the pinky looking one, that might be for me. I don't know. I really want to see some reviews on this. Yeah, I kind of want to see some reviews on this. Urban Decay Born to Run, they've got an eyeshadow palette which has 21 shades. This to me isn't very spectacular. It reminds me of the Sephora Pro palettes that came out. Do you remember they came out with, there was a few of them. This kind of looks like one of those, like one of the colourful ones. But again, I'd really like to see a review on these. But again, I don't really feel like I necessarily need to have this. Something that has made me go, oh, is Crayola have come out with Crayola Beauty. And they've literally got like eyeshadow sticks which are shaped and packaged just like Crayola crayons. I think James Charles did a review on them, and I only saw up to the swatches, and then I had to get up and get ready. I couldn't stay and watch the whole thing. I had to get up and get ready. But the swatches of them on his arm, they look really pigmented, aside from the black, which was a little bit on the patchier side, unfortunately. And they also have brushes, but they come in a case and you only get 4. But I can't remember exactly the price of it, but what they're charging versus what you get is kind of like out of whack. It's like really expensive in comparison to what you're getting like for only 4 brushes, when you can easily buy some very affordable brushes and get a hell of a lot more for the price that they are charging. Ugh. But I remember that the crayon sticks, those were like £9. I don't know exactly how much they'll be charging in US dollars, because as we've had a discussion about before, sometimes what they charge us over here and what they charge over in the States isn't necessarily the equivalent. It's not like pound for dollar or dollar for pound. They'll like make up one price for the UK and one price for the US, because sometimes they may need to have like a higher price over here in the UK so that they can take into consideration like the shipping and the import charges and stuff like that. So I don't know how much it is in the US, but it's £9 here for one colour stick in the UK. Victoria Beckham is launching her own skincare line. I'm not too bothered about that, to be fair. It says here that they don't know, or it hasn't been confirmed yet, that it'll be in conjunction with her Estee Lauder line, because usually apparently they work together. So is it that she's doing a line with Estee Lauder, or is this like an independent Victoria Beckham line? You remember like when J-Lo did her thing with Inglot, but everybody thought that J-Lo was coming out with her own makeup line, like, but it wasn't. But I'm not really I don't really care too much about Victoria Beckham. No disrespect to her, but she's just not she's not the kind of person that I look up to. Juvia's Place is coming out with the Magic Mini, because the Magic palette, that one was quite big. And I remember the Masquerade, they had like the big version and the mini version. And I got the mini version of the Masquerade. I didn't get the big one. But I have the big one of the Magic palette only because it came in that one size. And if I had waited, I think that I probably would have gone for the mini, because it doesn't take up as much space. And I'm assuming that this is probably going to be the same size as the Masquerade mini, but there's no guarantee. But also they're coming out with some highlighters by the looks of those swatches on the model's hand, which look kind of blinding. But you know that I love anything that Juvia's brings out. So let's just see, is this going to be in a palette as well? Because if that's going to be in a palette, then I'm going to be getting those. Jaclyn Hill has given sneak peeks of what looks like some eyeshadow swatches. People are speculating, like, is this another collaboration with Morphe? Because you know they killed it with that Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. I'm still yet to pick it up. I don't know whether or not I'll pick it up, because I wasn't that taken aback by the palette that I did pick up, but people do really love that palette, so I don't know. But these shades here, they don't really speak to me, but that black at the very top, Lord gosh, that is a deep dark black. Like that's as black as my goddamn soul. That is dark. Like she did the damn thing with that black, I kid you not. But I would like to see what she has in store for us. Ofra Cosmetics are rebranding. Change is coming apparently, but we don't know like what is changing, because a rebrand could be, you could be changing your name, you could be changing your logo, you could be changing your aesthetic. You know, do you know what I'm saying? Like, or is it all three? Who knows? So I wonder what it is that they will be changing. Makeup Revolution and Soph are doing, well, they're doing an eyeshadow palette, another eyeshadow palette, and they're doing some nude lipsticks. Now, she already came out with a palette. I didn't get that one. And I remember I saw this palette, this new one, in a Superdrug already like a couple of weeks ago. And I actually thought that this was updated packaging of her original palette. And then I got this email, which proves that actually no, this is a brand new palette. But the thing is, they've brought out like 4 collaboration palettes just a couple of weeks ago. So I just kind of feel like there's an oversaturation of collaboration palettes. And the thing is, let's say if you really wanted to get all of them, you're gonna have to spend that coin. I know Makeup Revolution is not that expensive, but even still, not everybody wants to rush out and buy everything all at once. I can't deny that the shades are nice. I can't remember exactly what her first palette looked like, but I do remember it had color. So I don't know, it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot, but still, congratulations. Kylie is coming out with a summer 2018 palette. This is like a sneak peek. I see a red, I see like a champagne shimmer. Okay. LA Girl Cosmetics are coming out with some glosses. These are supposed to be holographic gloss toppers. So the swatches are what is actually contained in the tubes, but what's on these on the model's lips are clearly like lipsticks or liquid lipsticks, and then they've put the gloss on top because it's just a topper to make it look all holographic and stuff. I'm not that much into toppers. I get how they work, cool, but I'm just not that much into toppers. But seeing as they're LA Girl, I'm sure that they won't cost that much anyway. But even though it doesn't cost that much, it doesn't mean that you should get it just because it doesn't cost that much. Like, buy what you actually like. Like, that's how I'm starting to feel. Like, why am I'm not just gonna buy something just because it's cheap or affordable, because I could use that money for something that I actually want. Anywho, Tarte Cosmetics are coming out with the Trust and Fairy Dust collection. So it has an eyeshadow palette, and this is in a very pinky, champagne-y, browny kind of color story. They have an Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in Fairy Flush. This looks very similar to one of their other blushes. I'm not saying that it is the same blush, I'm just saying it looks very, very similar. There's a lipstick, there is a concealer brush, there is an actual brush set, there's a magnetic palette, a mascara, and what's this thing here that says fairy dust? Is it like glitter? It must be glitter. But I'm not really that interested in this. I love the packaging though, I can't deny it. I really like the packaging. Those colors in the eyeshadow palette, they're very, very pretty as well. But I'm sure that I have these colors in multiples, in multiple different palettes, so it's okay. But as I said, the packaging is gorgeous. Givenchy is coming out with 2 new highlighters, one in gold, which is the one in the picture, and one in pink. I'm sure that the pink one would be right up my alley because y'all know I love me some pink. But I know that I don't have Givenchy makeup money, so I'm just gonna have to look at this picture for a while to say it's gorgeous, I love it, it's beautiful, but you're not intended to be in my possession. So you're beautiful, but it wasn't meant to be. M Cosmetics, I feel like I'm supposed to know M Cosmetics. Like, it sounds so familiar to me, but I just can't put my finger on the button. It's just anyway. But this cosmetics line is coming out with some super slick high shine glosses, 12 shades from soft nudes to deep jewel tones. I'm sure they are. I'm feeling like a lot of companies are coming back out with glosses rather than liquid lipsticks. Like, the liquid lipstick train has kind of come and it's kind of gone. Even though there are still a few companies who are still doing liquid lipsticks, it's just not as prevalent in the beauty community anymore. But me, I'm always gonna love me some liquid lipsticks. I mean, I feel like they're just so convenient, so convenient. But these look kind of cute, but I think that the way that they ordered them on this picture isn't very appealing to me, because I like to see like light to dark, or like all of the nudes and then the browns and then the reds and do you know what I'm saying? So with all of this being higgledy-piggledy, it turns me off a little bit. Anyway, so Drunk Elephant Skincare are coming out with a bronzer, like a liquid bronzer. I hear that Drunk Elephant is like not really affordable, so, and I'm not really into bronzers. I'm really not into bronzers. I'm just not into bronzers. I would rather just, I used to be a bronzer person, but I'm just not into it anymore, so I wouldn't need this anyway. MDNA Skin, which is Madonna's skincare line, is coming out with a mask remover tool to use in conjunction with the chrome clay mask, and it looks kind of strange. It looks like there's probably some kind of metallic extract or something in the clay mask, so that when you put this remover next to it, it just magnetizes and just comes off of the skin. Even if I was to use something like this, I would still feel like I need to go and wash my skin, because how can I trust that this thing has taken it all off, like out of my pores? And do you know what I'm saying? So, and I know that this ain't cheap neither, so scoot. YSL are coming out with a new stick foundation. Now when I saw this, I was kind of like, okay, I'm a little bit confused as to why the picture of like the foundation with a scrape in it was used. I know it's not a big deal. I know it's not a big deal, but it just makes me wonder, like, YSL, you're such a luxurious, high-end luxury brand, and you use a picture of the foundation with a scrape in it. Like, it just kind of puts a dent in the promotion of this particular product for me. It just kind of seems like, did you not care? But at the same time, I don't know where the pictures were taken from, who actually took these snapshots. If you know what I'm saying, like, did they put that scrape in it for a reason? Did they scrape it off to swatch it on the hat? I don't know, but it just kind of made me go, why would you use that picture? Why? Because I'm sure that there was loads of other pictures that could have been used, but fine. And this is supposed to be like a creamy, lightweight, medium coverage buildable foundation. Okay, now you guys know that I love my Makeup Revolution stick foundation, which I'm almost finished. I've also got the L'Oreal one as well. Those are like, babe, those are bomb.com. I swear to God. But I would love to try this foundation, or even if it was just like swatched on my hand, or like just color matched or whatever, just so I can see what it feels like. I'm just intrigued. I'm just intrigued, but I'm sure I don't have YSL money. Colourpop are coming out with the No Filter line, which has a loose powder, it has a foundation which has 42 shades, and I believe there's like a blotting powder as well, which is not shown in this picture, but it just looks like a pressed powder. So I've seen the range. I don't think I have a picture of the full range, but I have seen the full range, and it looks decent. It looks kind of promising, and as you can see here, they've got like a deep shade and they've got a really, really light shade. I don't know if this is the lightest and the darkest, I'm not too sure, but the shade range looks promising. So to me, it looks like Colourpop were actually paying attention. They saw what was going on in the beauty community. They saw the backlash that certain brands had, and they said, we're not gonna go through all of that. We're gonna cater to as many people as we can. And I think that considering that they bring out a new collection every week, they're making enough money to be able to put enough cash into catering for every single skin tone. Like, they should be able to. They're probably raking it in. So there'll probably be like no real excuse to not be able to cater to every single skin tone. So, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, it looks promising, and I think it will probably be affordable. The day that they bring out like a website or make it available over here, I'm gonna be all over it like white on rice, trust me. Benefit Cosmetics Brow Contour Pro. Now I saw, like, this is you know, back in the day when you were in school and you had those pens and had all different colors, and you can like push down the color that you want and you can write with it, and then you push down a different color and then you write with that. That's what this is, but for your brows. And this is something that I absolutely love, and I saw Makeup Revolution have this first, but just because I saw their version first doesn't mean that they were the first to do it, because for all I know, Benefit were the pioneers of it, and then as Makeup Revolution do, they made a dupe. I don't know, but Makeup Revolution, they also have like the eyeliner ones as well, and I think they're like £6. But this one is the Benefit Brow Contour Pro, and it has 4 shades for your brows, and I just love things like this. It's so innovative. It's really nice. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but I would just say to you, again, Benefit is not one of them affordable brands, y'all. So maybe even if you just wanted to try it, see whether or not it's worth it, get the Makeup Revolution one, and then if you like that and you wanted to invest in a product like that, like a really high quality whatever one, try out the Benefit one afterwards. But at least you've tried it out, you've seen whether or not you like the concepts. Does it fit right in, does it feel right in your hands? Because this is kind of thick for something that you're going to be using on your brows. I'm used to using a very thin pencil, and for those of you who use like brow pomades and whatnot, you're using a brush. A brush is very thin, like the handle's thin. So like, try out, like, does it feel right in my hands? Does it feel normal, natural? Do you know what I'm saying? Before you go and make that leap, because you don't want to get it and then find out that you just don't like it. Like, Shop Hush are coming out with the Atlantis palette. Somebody tweeted, is Shop Hush really coming out with a palette that looks like the Tarte Icy, what is it called, Icy Betch palette? You know, remember the April Fool's palette that they came out with? That blue and green icy palette. This is a dupe of it, literally. Think about it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, it's so true. It really is a dupe of it. Tarte, you lot, you really, really, really should have listened to everybody who was saying make this real, make it. Like, there were so many people who were saying, I will buy this, it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's not your norm, it's not your standard, it's stepping outside of your comfort zone. Like, make this, I will buy it. So many people were saying it, and they didn't do it. It's like, why? And then I think there was another company who made their own bundle set to mimic that palette, and now Shop Hush is coming out with the Atlantis palette, which looks exactly like that palette. So everybody is cashing in on your idea when you could have had that money down. Like, what's wrong with you? Whatever, some people will never learn. Sneak peeks of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin 24-hour foundation. Oh my gosh, it's supposed to be full coverage. Is this an already existing foundation? Because it says here new packaging, new formula. So I think that is already an existing foundation, but they have reformulated it and they've repackaged it. Okay, I wouldn't be able to, like, even if I was to get this, I wouldn't be able to compare it to the original because I never owned the original. Do I own anything by Makeup Forever? I don't think I do. I don't think I own anything by Makeup Forever, to be honest, but I would really be interested in trying something by them. Whether or not it's this foundation or something else, I don't know. Next, Tatcha are doing limited edition sets. I don't have Tatcha money. Do these sets look gorgeous though? Oh, most definitely. They look so pretty. They look so upscale, and it just looks like they have minis of already existing products and they're just putting it in like a travel set kind of thing. So these are pretty. Wait, hold on. They're $38. Yo, they're coming for that coin. They're not playing. Next is the Pat McGrath highlighting duo set, and it looks like it has a highlighter and a balm. They've got one in nude, one in bronze, one in golden, and there's also a brush as well. Okay, I don't have Pat McGrath money as we've already figured out, but I'm sure everyone will love it because everybody loves everything that Pat McGrath puts out, and it's probably because she has high quality makeup. Like, so what can I say? Guerlain are coming out, well, they're continuing their Abiel Royal line, and this is supposed to be a serum which has honey in it. Okay, it has honey in it, that's all I can say. Colourpop and Kathleen Lights are coming out with a nude lipstick. Is it just one lipstick, or is it going to be like a range of lipsticks? I don't know, but okay. I don't really have much to say about this because it's like there's 1,000,001 different nude lipsticks, and I understand why people go for nude lipsticks because it's so safe. People can use it every day, like at their job, at school, you know, just during their day-to-day life they can use it, and it's not out there, it's not loud, it's just simple and it's safe for all occasions. So it looks really pretty on her though, I can't even deny it. And Violet Voss are coming out with the Flamingo and Glamingo palettes. The Flamingo palette is like an eyeshadow palette, all kinds of different colors. I can't deny that the packaging is beautiful and gorgeous in this. And the Glamingo palette looks like it is like a face palette, contour, highlight, blush. I like both of them. They're both really, really beautiful, but I'm not interested in either of them. I can just look at this and feel content just looking at it. I don't feel like, oh, now I need to go and buy it. It's just not like that, especially the way that the Flamingo eyeshadow palette is set out. The eyeshadows they just don't really make much sense to me as I'm looking at it, but the packaging is beautiful. But I want it for more than just the packaging. Solar Look is coming out with Ladies eyeshadow palette, and this is centered around Greece. It's Greece themed, and I think that's because recently Grease the movie has celebrated one of its anniversaries. Can't remember which anniversary it is. Like, is it the 30th anniversary, is it the 40th, is it the 20th? I don't know, but it's really, really pretty. I can't deny it. And there's a couple of shades in there which are nice, but I know that I can find these shades anywhere, and I just don't need to have this palette to, I just don't need this palette, you know what I'm saying? But I like the theme. Even though I'm not really into movie themed palettes, it's like they're celebrating their anniversary. So I understand it. I understand it, but I'm still not down for it, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so those were all of the new releases and sneak peeks. Is there anything in this line that you actually want to get? For me, there isn't. As I said, the only thing that I probably would have gotten was the Juvia's Mini Magic palette, if it was available to me at the time that I was purchasing the Magic palette, but it wasn't, so I'm stuck with the one that I've got. But I'm not really that fussed about it. It's not like, oh my god, I don't have the mini one. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Aside from that, I'm not really that interested in anything that I've seen in this lineup. Maybe the Shop Hush Atlantis palette, the highlighters that we saw from Juvia's Place, and I'm definitely interested in seeing how the Milk and Honey palette by Beauty Bakery performs. But as I said, I'm sure we'll be seeing some reviews on these things. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.